on, buddy. Come on. Let's go, bud. We gotta go home, Atlas. Come on, baby. Come on. We gotta go home. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bring them winches of yours home. Come on, bud. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on, big boy. You're such a good boy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Tessa. Come on, girls. Let's go. Come on. Come on, ladies. Let's go. Come on, Atlas. Let's go, bud. Bringing my big boy home. He's been out free ranging. Come on. This little white girl is a Splash Plymouth Rock. Gloria Jean, named after one of my friends in Franklin, North Carolina. Come on, girls. Let's go. Believe it or not, that big fella right there, he carries a dwarf gene. I had no indication, but the only way that I could have chicks now that had dwarfism was if he's a carrier, pass it to his son, and pass it to a daughter, and the son and the daughter bred, and bingo, dwarfs. But see that big old fella? He's got his flaws. He has some flaws, but nothing would indicate he carries a dwarf gene. So just to go to show you, now these other hens don't. He's got a couple of daughters here that might. I don't know for sure. That's the only way you know if a dwarf gene is present, and two parents each contribute the gene to a chick. Bingo, dwarf. But they only contribute to it 50% of the time. So they only contribute that gene 50% to 50% of their progeny. So if one parent contributes a gene, the chick will be a carrier. If two parents contribute a gene, you get a dwarf. But say neither one of them contributes that time, the chick isn't a carrier or a dwarf. So, but you'll have no indication of what you got until it's like balls on a roulette wheel bouncing around, and then bam, they end up in the same slot, and you've got a dwarf. So anyway, so that big girl right there, she's got poop on her behind all the time. I call that Velcro fluff. Some of them have what I call Teflon fluff, where everything rolls off, and some have Velcro fluff that everything sticks to and balls up. And I think it really has to do with possibly the way that the oil is distributed from their oil gland. Maybe those feathers just don't have enough oil distributed. This girl right here drinking, she's one of Atlas's daughters. I don't know. I don't think I've had a daughter out of her, unless one of the girls that produced the dwarf is her daughter. I'm not sure. I don't know who her mother is. In any case, you know, things happen in poultry, and there are genes that float around for generations, and you can have generation and generation and generation back and never have anything happen. And then boom, you've got something, and you go, where'd that come from? Where did that come from? I have a hen right now. She's 7 years old. Lord knows how she made it that far, because she's aggressive and she's irritating, and she's almost had her neck wrung so many times it's not funny. She came from a blue-black splash Ameraucana flock. I saw the flock. I saw the rooster. I saw the hens. They were definitely true Americanas, not Easter eggers. They were true Americanas, blue, black, and splash. And she hatched from a very beautiful blue egg. Okay, when she started to develop and grow, I realized she didn't have a beard. Well, first thing I realized was she couldn't see anything. 3 days old, she was running across the feeder. All the chicks were eating. She was running around like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What you doing, guys? And it was obvious she couldn't see the feed. Well, you know, we babied her and saved her, and she grew and grew and grew. And then we realized she did not have a beard. And then her tail, the way her body formed, her conformation was not Americana-like. And then she grew spurs. And when she got to be a teenager, I looked at this girl and went, my goodness, she does not look like an Americana. She looks like a black Sumatra. And I talked to the lady who sent me the eggs. She sent me the eggs for nothing. It was not I didn't pay for them, so it was not a problem. It was not a problem anyway. And I said, how could she be Sumatra? I said, you don't have Sumatras, right? And she said, no, but I got my breeding rooster from another breeder who used to raise blue Sumatras. And I thought, bingo, many generations ago there was a fence jumper, and even though every bird producing this bird was a true Ameraucana, there was genes floating around from the Sumatra, and I have a throwback. And she's called Tiny the Terrorist Attack Hen. That tells you something about her personality. I can't believe she's 7 years old. The only reason she's even alive around here is because she's one of my very best layers. This hen right here is one of my, she's a 6-year-old Marvin Stuckel line barred Plymouth Rock. She obviously has Velcro fluff from the poop on her behind. I regularly pull that off. She is the head hen. She's a big old gal. She's a hefty woman. She has a pendulous crop. None of the other girls have that. I don't know. It hangs down. I think she has crop tumors. Honestly, I feel in there, and it's not food. There's something in there. It's like a tumor or something. But she's 6 years old, and she's tough as nails. Nobody messes with Ida, Big Ida. Anyway, that's just a kind of a little talk today. I was talking about dwarfism and genes, and recessive genes that float around. That all of a sudden you see something that you never expected. That's the chicken hobby for you. It's not a hobby, it's an adventure. I want to thank Jamie of Guildbrook Farms for throwing me a shout out my way. Jamie did a great little video about having to cull a chick she just got in the mail. And it's a sad part of it, but it's the harsh reality of keeping chickens, and you really have to be ready to do the hard stuff. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, even though a lot of it's fun. And I'm about to get bitten by Wynette who likes to bite for attention. I'm not picking you up, Wynette. She's Ida's sister. Now, she's also 6 years old. You see that barring? How crisp across the back. Oh my goodness, girlfriend, I'm going to have to go because you're going to beat me. You're going to bite me. Beat me up over here, Miss Wynette. She's such a baby. I will talk to you guys later. It's a little bit longer than I wanted and a little bit more disjointed than I wanted. But I want to talk to you about, there's recessive genes, and I've had several recessive genes pop up. The dwarf gene I thought was gone, and this little hen that turned out to be have some kind of Sumatra way, way, way back in her background. Oh, and by the way, she hatched from a blue egg, and she, you'd call her Americana. I guess you can't even call her an Easter egg really now, because she actually lays brown eggs. Figure that one out, right? So, genes, I've always said, are like little gremlins. They hide, they play tricks on you, and they can be nasty little things sometimes. Anyway, it's kind of I think we're about to get a rainstorm. Wind's really kicking up, and I better get going. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much, Jamie, Guildbrook Farm. You're doing a great job with your homestead videos. You're awesome. You guys do a great job. Keep them coming, because I do follow you guys. Even if I don't comment, I do watch most every video that you've got there. So thanks so much. You guys have a great day. Stay cool. Summer's on the way. Bye-bye.